What's up YouTube, Crazy Keith, I bring you another video. I'm doing the FY7 Is It Crazy at the moment. Like, this gameplay, I mean, I'm not playing against anyone super special. This gameplay, like, you know, it's not too much of a competitive game, but, you know, it's just running around with a gun basically. But don't let that fool you. Like, I played a lot last night. Like, I had some really good games using the FY7. Like, I wasn't always using that. Like, I had a couple of relentlesses with like a gauze and, you know, some stuff like that. So, but one thing I found with this gun is, like, you want to be like it's almost like a sniper sort of set up with this. Like, you know, you want to do your strafing, but when you're shooting at people or jumping about, like, you generally don't really want to be shooting them, because with this gun, like, you aim at them with a red dot, and unless you're standing still, like, if you jumping about or whatever, then this gun seems like is very inaccurate when moving this gun. So, you know, if you're in close quarters, you know, you need to hop around and, you know, kill your enemy that way. Like, just don't ADS when you do it, like, hip fire them when you're doing it. So, you know, just bear that in mind. Like, hip fire is your ally, really. Hip fire on the FY7 is pretty damn good as it is anyway. So, you know, close quarters, hip fire is your best friend, really. You know, ADS, as far as going for long kills, like, well, tomorrow I'm gonna be using, like, the assault scope and stuff. Like most of the time I use this gun, I do have the assault scope on it. So, you know, it carries this damage. Like, it's weird. Like, you'll aim at them with a red dot sight, and, you know, you'll have muzzle brake or match barrel on or whatever. And, like, you just keep peppering them from across the map, and it seems like they take so many rounds to kill. Like, it's medium range. Don't get me wrong, this gun will kill pretty quick. But what I found is, trying to get used to the assault scope on this gun, because it carries it. Like, if I had the assault scope, then, like, that would have carried this damage so much better. Like, even with the silencer, like, obviously the skyline. So, you know, the other game I was using, I was using the assault scope and the foregrip and the suppressor anyway, and it just seems to carry its damage a lot better. Like, this gun really, with assault scope, this gun really carries its damage well. It's like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, so that's really good. Like, I've tried it without, like, I used it on financial, like, without the suppressor, with the muzzle brake, I think, or just no barrel attachment. But so yeah, on my final reboot now, finally, like, you know, well, I say finally, like, I've done it 5 times before on 360, so, you know, it's it was a little bit tedious thinking having to go through it all again. But at the end of the day, when I done everything on 360, I was like, I wanted to get back onto the yeah, I wanted to get back on the reboot grind. You know, there should have been more from the start. But clutch kill on this auto armor guy here. But, you know, it's like you say, like, it's 37 and 8 or whatever. So obviously not the most competitive game, but I did have some really like, I was in a competitive lobby last night for the best part of like 3 hours, like, just playing game after game against, like, the teams were balanced, and it was really fun. Like, we had some really close games. So we're talking like 150 kill limit, 15 minutes, and there was like I don't know, there's like 7 kills between us at the end. Like, really close games. I will be uploading some of that gameplay, you know, just like probably even with even a commentary. Like, it would be quite a big video. Like, I'll just render out, like, or cut, you know, the highlights of the competitive stuff, and well, I may do a commentary over it. But, you know, I had some really sick escapes and some cool relentlesses and stuff. So, you know, probably will be uploading some of that at some point. But for now, you know, Is It Crazy, you know, the FY, I'm, you know, sort of stuck on, well, sort of using this. So we generally, like, I used to use the grenade launcher, the muzzle brake, and the red dot for this. Like, but, you know, getting better with the assault scope is something that well, I want to do, really. I was using the tech scope with the gauze, and, you know, it's a shame you don't get more tech scopes on, you know, on the other assault rifles and stuff. Well, you do on the Grendel, but, you know, for the most part, the assault scope doesn't really see a lot of use. But for this gun, it seems to carry the damage. Like, literally, like, I was out damaging people, Grendel users, you know, at their optimum sort of range, and I was using the FY, and I was getting the kill on them. You know, nicked myself there with the camera, but oh well. It's the 24 and 2. Like, I'll just watch my gamma kill feed, but I'm in it. But no worries. Like, never mind. So yeah, as far as attachments goes, I mean, with this assault scope, you could go for a more passive sort of style of play. Like, I've been doing that lately. Like, obviously with rebooting, like, I had no maneuverability for the most part. So, you know, once you get it back, obviously you slap it on most of your classes, but I've actually found like on certain maps, like if you slow it down a bit, like everyone else is rushing and going so mad, like, well, most of the time, like if you just slow it down a bit with say an assault scope or something, you know, you don't even need low profile. Like that was not tip fire running then, but you don't even need like low profile. You just need like, you just have to play it smart, and you know, play it to your advantages really. But even like the gameplay I had the other day with the assault scope, you know, I was using maneuverability, but for the most part using hunter. And when I'm not using hunter, I use point fire enhance or something, you know, because on Skyline when everyone's going nuts, like these players don't really know what they're doing, but when you know everyone's running about, like it's not as bad as proxy alarm, but you know you've always got dinks in your ear, and you can always, there's too many of them, like it's too distracting. So you know that's that. But you know this gun is pretty damn crazy, if I say so myself. You know, like it's an absolute machine. Like it does kill people. Like my secondary, like FY69, I'm not really too set on that at the moment. Like I tried it just for the sake of trying it, but you know it's not really, doesn't really drop. I would much rather have a Nova or a Hammer, you know, something a bit more reliable. But missed the punch on this guy. They just spray him. Like it's like, I do remember, like if you get the laser on it, it is really good. Like I'll pick up the scar here, and I sort of do fail a bit with the scar. Like it's not really set up the way I'd normally use it. Like I'd normally use the iron sights, but just come through there, this guy, just spray him down. But yeah, no, for the most part, you know, the FY is a very, very formidable weapon. Like it's very, very good. You know, you can kill people, especially with the assault scope. You know, you can take people out at some pretty cool ranges. Like, you know, so just bear that in mind. Like, you know, you can use rapid fire. Like I found, like rapid fire normally makes the gun easier to control. Well, that sounds weird, but with the FY7, it seems to make it a bit easier to control. So just on a bit of a max here, like this guy's just spinning, he's killing people while I'm standing about in max suit. But you know, finally get the punch on him, take him out. Like there are a couple of good players on the other team, but for the most part, it's just a stomping session. So you know, I just completely missed there. But yeah, no. So recommendations really. I mean, full grip for that horizontal recoil. You know, assault scope, you know, is my preferred way to run the FY at the moment. Like I'll be playing some more with it tonight, and obviously with the, I'll probably get the muzzle brake and the match barrel tonight. So I'll you know, tomorrow's video, you know, have a lot more information on that. I shouldn't really be chasing this guy, but the guy's trying to shoot me with the VTOL. But oh well. Yeah. So for the most part, you know, I'll use the assault scope with this gun. That's the way I found it works best. You know, Phantom Hunter, you know, basically any set of perks basically you like you could try it with aim enhance. I don't really think you need it on PC at least. I'm not sure about console, because I had to go on console the other day and couldn't hit shit. Like I had my claw set up the way it normally was, and I just couldn't hit anything. But that's about it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I got some more in-depth attachment and perk reviews tomorrow. Like I'll just put this gameplay up, you know, versus scrubs or whatever, like, but just showing it off. Like, yeah, with the red dot, just don't jump about. But anyway, guys, it's been Crazy K-Fud. I'll see you in the next one.